Hi there, welcome back to Phoebe's Diary. This is already the third and last episode of this mini-series, and today we're going to be doing the compositing while I want to talk about social media. And yes, I know how ironic it is to talk about social media on social media, but we've developed some issues over the past years that I want to discuss with you. So let's just jump right into it. So obviously we've always had issues and problems with social media, but one thing that I've only realized now it feels new to me, maybe it's wrong, but it feels kind of new to me that you're expected to use social media. It's kind of always been like that, for me at least. Like, I'm exactly that generation. When I was like 12 or something, everyone was starting to use Instagram, and you were being a weirdo when you weren't on Snapchat and Insta and whatever. But that was like this teen kind of thing. And even though it felt like you had to be on there, compared to today, you would not have needed to be on social media. It would not have made you such an outsider as it would today, because now we're at a point where you're really just missing a lot of things that are happening in this world that solely take place on social media. And if you're not on there, there is a lot you could miss, quote unquote. Like, are you really missing something? But a lot of our society is happening online, and if you're not there, you're probably missing things, you know? And I don't know how bad that would be, because I've been on social media for forever. There is really a lot of things happening on social media that I couldn't imagine not being on there, which is wild, and it's not normal. But I've been using social media for around 10 years now. I don't really remember what it's like without it, and that's really sick. Let's not talk about it. But yeah, we're expected to use social media, and it's even requested for jobs. There's huge opportunities coming with that too, of course, but that's a development that I don't know if it's good. I'm really just not sure that that's healthy, but we will see how we turn out in the end. And maybe it's just me, but there's so much advertisement. Do you remember? I hope you do. If you don't, you're a lot younger than me. Please tell me you remember the days when Instagram was ad-free, and even YouTube back in the day used to be free of all advertisements. And now you have 2 clips before you can even start watching any video, and after 10 minutes you get another one. And on Instagram it's even worse, because you have advertisement and you have paid partnerships, and often you go like paid partnership, advertisement, paid partnership, and you're like, what is that? What's happening now? Are we just all trying to sell something? And I don't really have anything against advertisement, but the amount of it that's being thrown at us, I don't think it helps a lot. If everyone's doing advertisement, as users, we will never remember all of this, and we will never buy all of this. So I think it's a bit much. So the last thing that I have in my notes for today is also the most important part of this video, I think. I want to point out and remind you how dramatic the impact of social media on our politics and the culture of debate is right now. I don't want to do the education part of it. I think we all know how much disinformation is going around, all the fake news, and also the hate we throw at each other in discussions. I just want to remind you how important it is to be open to discussions. And I mean, social media has proven that it's not a good place for discussions about politics, but if it's happening, if you start discussing with anyone, let's make sure we treat each other with respect, even though the other person might have a completely different opinion and an opinion that might seem really wrong to you. Let's not spread hate. And about this new option on Instagram where you can basically decide what political content you want to see, I'm begging you, please don't use that option. Otherwise we will all just fall into our bubbles and be stuck there for the rest of time. We cannot avoid being confronted with other opinions. If we start doing that, we're ending up losing our democracy, because democracy is based on discussion and based on respect for each other as human beings. I know that there is a lot of people out there that have opinions that I completely disagree with, but that's never a reason to attack these people. And instead we should really seek conversations, seek discussions where we find solutions and maybe common ground, because I really believe there is common ground that we have to find, and it's never going to be easy, especially at the point where we are now. It's going to be hard to compromise, but I'm telling you, compromise is key. It's crucial for our democracy that we listen to each other and that we try to understand where the other person is coming from. Everyone has a reason why they believe what they believe. Let's try to not run from discussions and instead seek these conversations, try to understand what it is that the other person is trying to tell you, and try to find real solutions, real compromise. So that's enough about this social media topic. This is how Phoebe turned out. After I was done with her, I finished my demo reel and finished the VFX school I was at. And shortly after that, I got to do a presentation about 3D animation and VFX in a school, which was such a nice way to end the entire journey. I got to show what I learned, I got to explain a lot of the things that I learned, I got to show Phoebe, and what's really nice is that the teacher made the students draw Phoebe by the end of the class. And it's so nice, it's so funny how the entire journey ended with that. But I love it, I loved it so much. I loved doing all of that. I loved getting to create this first demo reel and presenting my skills and also the entire topic of 3D animation and VFX in front of a class, in front of students. So I'm really happy with how everything turned out in the end. That's it. That's Phoebe's diary. I really hope you enjoyed this format. Please let me know what you think about it in the comments. And also feel free to share your thoughts about the entire social media topic. Up next on this channel is gonna be a 30 days of heads challenge. I don't want to say too much about it, so you'll just have to see for yourself. Meanwhile, feel free to follow me on any social media platform. You will find the links to all of my profiles in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!